Hello and welcome to another edition of the Eternal Journey. I'm Not Resolves, and today we're going to be taking a look at a new deck for the new expansion. So Dark Frontier came out a couple of days ago. Today's the first day I'm going to be able to sit down and play some different kinds of decks. A few of them are just savagely stolen from Duretti, from Yottabyte's Discard, but a couple I think just found them to Warcry. Probably one that I've made myself, but I'm not quite sure yet what we're actually going to cover this weekend and what's going to be covered next weekend. But there's a lot that's actually come from this set. It's only a small one. I think it's 230 cards or something like that, and I opened about 170 packs and opened nearly all of it. There's about 2 play sets of legendaries that I think are constructed playable that I didn't get. But, you know, over the next coming weeks, probably just like complete Gauntlet and Forge, probably get around to them. Then we can do all sort of like the exciting decks with these warp cards. I should probably hurry up and get onto those before anything happens, because some of the things that those decks can do are kind of absurd. But today we're taking a look at Skycrag. So a new set's coming out. You are a player and you don't want to craft a load of expensive legendaries, but how about a deck that you already own, which is Skycrag, that is just playing like a bunch of uncommons from the set, like Impatient Pyromage and like Char, which I guess that's a common, that's kind of nice. Then Ice Bolt, which is a rare, but I think this is actually very constructed playable just because it gives you a way of killing things like Sandstorm Titan, which is just nice. Also Vara, so you don't have to play things like Permafrost, which is kind of bad because your opponents, like, if they're just playing Merchant Shuffle, can just get bar killed Permafrost, got Body back in play, put bar away to do it again later, and also just like the Palace is able to blow that out. So I think Ice Bolt's good because it's just a fast spell as well, which is just absolutely absurd. So fortunately it is only a unit, it's not an enemy. It'd be nice if we could just like 7 our opponent if they tried to attack us with a relic weapon, but yeah, maybe not yet. Maybe 7 damage for 2 would be a little bit too spicy. So other than that, I think this deck is probably actually pretty well positioned because there's a lot of us like me who are just trying to play around to see what we can do with some of the new cards. But you just want to get to Masters, which is what I want to do. Past couple of months I've actually slowed down a bit, so for a year, maybe 18 months, I would just try and get to Masters in like the first couple of days of a set, especially if like there was a reset on like a Friday. I'd just take my Saturday and I'd just do it on that one day. Just get it out and done with, and then I can just play nonsense for the rest of the week. So you can play this for like 2 hours, get to Masters, and then you can just play with any sort of absurdity. So generally it's not too much different here. We didn't get one of the insignias, which is probably for the best because this deck with insignias and Champion of Hero are probably a little bit busted. As I've seen from playing Champion of Chaos with insignias, oh boy, you get that turned on turn 3 a lot now. So let's get onto the ladder. Probably going to play 5 games of this just to see what we can do. And also, I'm kind of selfish and I'd like to Masters today so that I can start playing with clock roaches and sort of weird meme cards. So off we go. Okay, so, well, looking at this hand, that I mean, it's kind of good because you get to play 2 1-drops on turn 2, but that's probably a little bit too slow. Let's redraw that. I think we can do better. So we notice that there's a couple of changes to the channel here. So I've got a green screen now. Actually, I'm going to snap keep this. This seems good. So I do have a green screen now. I've not quite figured out how to do it properly. So it's not perfect yet, but I'm going to start working on how to get around like the chroma key sort of stuff. So I'll probably just like play Oni Ronin here. Seems good. Also, I've been kind of impressed by Impatient Pyromage. It did absolutely destroy me one time because I played it where I could have hit basically any 1-drop. But hit any 1-drop or 2-drop would have been fine because I could have played it, but hit it like a Vadius with loads of Warcries in it and I was so mad. It's like, oh, I have to get rid of it. So let's play Dusk Graded this time because I kind of want to play Pyromage when we can hit stuff, like especially like a power. Because hitting a power is still kind of good with this. I know we might not need to do it quite yet, but this can also like hit removal spells and just like there's a lot of burn in this now. Oh dear, oh dear. Well, I was just playing Extract, so this is probably the life gain sort of combo deck. Well, let's just attack here. We can hit basically anything up to a 2-drop and play with the Impatient Pyromage. Cool, so there we go. So play Skycrag banner, play Dusk Raider, just keep the beats coming. That's all this deck's about. Give the old Iron Unleashed. Yeah, I think this card's really sort of impressive. There was a card similar to this in Magic the Gathering that also had prowess. I can't remember what it's called. Abbot of Carol Keep or something. And that was definitely pretty spicy, and that didn't reduce the cost. You just like got the card exiled and then end of turn you discarded it similar to this. So Devouring Shadow here, yeah, opponent's playing a lot of removal, but not much things and stuff. So I'm going to suspect our opponent's not playing the new Hailstorm that Shadow gets. So I think we're happy just to like crack in with the team here. Also, Berserk and Warcry is kind of a combo. And then this way we get to sort of hold up Ice Bolt and Torch if we need to. Don't suspect we will, but if our opponent like plays Vara, we'll just get to kill it, which is pretty good. Madness. Okay. Just like Madness Devour. I'll take 4, that's fine. I was playing some kind of brew here. There's a lot of cards that you don't really see together, but sure. Opponent's just like making the most of their being masters thing. So what can we do here in terms of like damage? So we can do a lot of damage. We can do turn this into a 6, do 12, 14, 16. Not quite there, are we? So if we berserk this, it goes up to 6, that's 12, 14, 17. I kind of just want to do it just to get a load of damage out of the way. We put our opponent to like a virtual one, and then through the medium of like Ice Bolt plus Chunk, we should be able to kill our opponent here from pretty much anything to do. This is where they surprise us and just like blows out with something that just, I don't know, just kill a Vara Aegis, I don't know. Some sort of nonsense. So Vara's fine because we can deal 7 to it, so yep, no reason to sacrifice anything. When your opponent's got this board and you don't sacrifice anything to Vara, you know you're in trouble. So we can do this. If our opponent kills something, they're still pretty dead, so that's fine. Devour gets them up to 6, but we've got them covered, so it's fine. Fortunately as well, the power is depleted, so they can't do anything else with the turn. So let's get to start turn, torch them and get them done. So, like, I know it's kind of BMC's my emotes, but I'm just like so happy that I've nearly unlocked like all of my shadow emotes, because this is something that I've sort of been working towards. I mean, I'm not working towards it now, of course, because I'm playing a Skycrag deck, but there will be shadow decks, don't worry. Okay, so on the draw it's not perfect. We do get to chunk for a primal, but that means we don't have a turn like 1 play. We've got like a bunch of 1-drops, so that seems kind of bad. I think we'll just redraw this. This seems better. Yeah, I do like banners with Yetis, and we're probably going to get Chunk just like as a play. Oh, we're playing the mirror? Yeah, definitely now. So let's just go Primal. Play 2 on. So we definitely get like the 2 power next turn, because it's pretty hard for you to kill this on like turn 1 because you just don't have the power. And then we're able to play our Dusk Raider. Shock, not sure what we're going to be able to do with the Char. But through just this being a turn 4 play and just having the Nightfall here, I'm pretty sure that we don't need to use any of these for pledge. Okay, so opponent's potentially getting stuff like Torrential Downpour because it deals like a lot of the things that we want to do. But I'm unwilling to trade for this. Okay, so we've got Berserk one of them. Probably just Char this. Play City of Fury because we should still be able to play Banner next turn, because I'm going to have like a bunch of removal spells like Board Wipe into Snowball on this to be able to get us off the Chunk. So is that probably playing that Merchant deck? There is a Merchant deck going around. I'm not sure like what the win condition of it is exactly. There's almost just like playing Millions of Spells. There's still the Directy one going around. Berserk or anything? No, nothing too spicy. So I think we... Oh, this is just like a mid-range deck. Okay, that makes sense. Well, just getting damage in is still important. Just need to like finish our opponent before they can basically finish us. But we can also slag this, which is pretty nice. Things are getting a lot worse for us, I'm not going to lie here. Everyone's got quite the defense now, so things are probably turning around. I was sort of hoping that this was like some sort of weirdo... well, we can kill this. Get in, I think that's what we'll do. You're looking for 2. If our opponent wants to block with the 0/4s. But if we get for like 6, our opponent's pretty close to... Okay, we're going for 4. Also got outs because we can go and grab something like a torch. Not a torch, but Downpour maybe next turn. We'll just Pyromage. Okay, so torch is good. So just bosh our opponent. Have to do it that way because otherwise we'd discard it. Of course, torch would be lethal with Howling Peak Smuggler. So if we're still able to go around our opponent here, we should be in good shape. So, yep, never blocked in my life in this position. So opponent could be going to grab like... So what they grab? Like Hailstorm maybe? Molten Undercover? Ugh. Well, that's rough for us. But not as rough as this, so... Actually, wrong one. Get this one. Torrential Downpour. And then just like play a Snowcrust Yeti. Hope our opponent doesn't kill us. So we probably should have blocked there. I thought it was just the old desperation attack. Didn't think about Molten Undercover because... Well, you don't. So, to survive this... So we're taking 8 for sure. We're taking 10 for sure. We need to just like not take... I think we can't actually block in a way that matters. That's disappointing. Well, so close with that Torrential Downpour, lethal low. Ah well, back to the drawing board. Okay, so we do have like double removal spell with Champion of Fury, which can be kind of nice. Especially because we're going to lead with Dusk Raider, but I think on the play I just want a 1-drop. Just getting there for like a turn 1 play. Yeah, seems kind of fine. Probably are going to have to like pledge plunge. Well, we do have to pledge chunk just to be able to get our thing in play. But hopefully, like the Impatient Pyromages should be able to get us some sort of gas going on. If we just attack, turns on Onslaught, we might just be like discarding a card here. But if we hit like a 1-drop, yeah, so chunks down. If we'd hit like a 1-drop there, that would have been pretty good for us, like just an Oni Ronin. That would have been really impressive, but you know, sometimes you miss. The next one will have a lot higher chance to hit because we can hit a power 1-drop or 2-drop. Okay, so Ephemeral Wisp. Yeah, so if it's the Snowcrust Yeti on top last turn, we're just in like a much better spot. Probably not bothering killing this quite yet. Maybe if our opponent like goes to, I don't know, put a killer effect on it. Like the initiation, that'd be a pretty much problem for us. Let's draw Ice Ball. Great. So, as impressed as I am with Pyromage, I'm not able to show it here how good it actually can be. Well, the 1-3 is kind of a problem for us, so let's just get rid of that. I'll tell you, aggro decks, not big fans of 1-3s. So just need to keep putting pressure on our opponent. I think we've pretty much got them dead next turn if they don't have anything to do. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 12. But it's very likely we'll have... Okay, even Power brings back Ephemeral Wisp. Absurd. Well, just need to keep fighting. Okay, so we found another Champion of Fury. Our opponent could have an Icy Blast of their own, which would be... Equivocate is fine. Equivocate's kind of not the best for you when... I'm going to keep this because we can just trade it for Merchant. Not the best for you when you're being defensive.
It can't be far now.
How much is the ultimate? 3. Okay, so he's saying there's a chance. Uh-oh. So they get 4-4 and the 0-1. This is kind of rough. Ice Bolt off the top. There we go. So Ice Bolt's kind of tedious because that can bring back Ephemeral Wisp, which is interesting. Yeah, I suppose it's probably going to be a very powerful card over the next couple of months. Yeah, just like we don't have a 4-drop that we can use the power on, but yes, it's much better. I generally tend to lead with Oni Ronins because I just want to get the Warcries happening and as many Warcries as possible. So I didn't spot if our opponent had an Echo there. Okay, you can't see the replay anyway, cool. So I'm just going to throw out Oni Ronin. So our opponent is playing heroes so they can have snowballs. That can change like which one you do lead with. So I'm going to be slightly power efficient, but greedy, and I'm not going to play the Pyromage yet. Hold up Torch in case our opponent plays like a Hojan or something like that. And then we'll be able to be set up for the Shogun Scepter. Okay, well, this is fine. Get 2 bodies again. I probably can like back-to-back Hailstorm, which would be kind of miserable because then we just have like a 2/2 for 2 that has like no text. But we probably want to. I want the free card. I'm going to get the free card. Yeah, so this is going to suck if our opponent just like vanquishes us here, but we can potentially, if this survives the turn, get a couple like Berserkers going because we'd have some charge in the deck. Oh dear, oh dear. Well, that's kind of bad. Hopefully the 7-dimensional unit. Okay. Let's go like torch this. I should probably do it now before they play a Throne Warden because that'd be awful. Yeah, let's just like stop this. Probably should do this on my turn, but it stops them making another weapon, I guess. Two for 2. I promise you, this card's actually good.
Something catch your eye.
Boo. I thought it might not block. Actually, if they do block them out, it's like Shogun tactic. Oh, yes. I mean, this is sounds like our opponent's got Palace, which. Admittedly, Palace, not very good for us. But we get to do the old defensive Shugo tactic. And then kill the Palace, which... yeah, it's not great. Yes, this is fine. I mean, we could have just killed it with Shugo tactic and then iceballed it. Then still had 6 power. That would have been better, actually. Completely forget that like Shugo tactic can target basically anything. Well, we probably need to kill this. So I'll probably just like gain 6, kill 2 of your cards, which is pretty good. But there's still a chance. Storm Hot Knife. Chance is becoming less. Yep, chance is definitely becoming 0. Yep, I am willing to sit out of this one. I'll probably go to the next game. Yeah, still kind of a bit of a disappointing one, really. Yeah, that doesn't seem too good. I think we'll keep. Oh dear, we're going to go to 6. This is kind of disappointing. Yeah, it's like 2 cards. Maybe we can. So I'm not going to pledge just because we've got like 4 powers that we could use just to play this like as a play. But I'm not sort of. It's doing a little bit of setup here with Virus Favor. I'm glad that we can actually just kill the Merchant now, just for like shock, because Hydropot Merchant is now a 2/2. But if that was a 2/3 still, oh boy. Oh, there we go. That's the kind of thing we're looking for. So we're not getting... So we're not getting hit there by Defiance, which is nice. It means we get to keep Dusk Raider for like another turn, because unless this is playing like the 4 cost -3/-3. I haven't learned all the cards from the new set's names yet. Oh yes, Berserk one of them. Yeah, I'll get it for my 6. So let's Impatient Pyromage. So we are opened a little bit. I'm not going to play him over Pyromage because of just like a harsh rule here. Because I think this presents lethal anyways, no point just like discarding a card. Okay, well Tavrod's kind of fine. So Tavrod's... we get to deal 6 anyway, so we'll just 2 our opponent. And then we get to kill them through the block. Okay, well, that was nice. So we did cut out the last game just because I basically went to 6. This is the second. That's why I was a little bit quiet at the start of this game. So I went to 6 in that game. I had like Snowcrust Yeti and just like no plays. It was absolutely awful. So I just cut that out. Just wasn't enjoyable, like as a viewing experience. Whereas maybe this game was a bit more interesting. Just if you're wondering like what happened with the progress bar here. So I like being on the plate with Oni Ronin. I don't like 4 power. But if we have like an uncontested Oni Ronin and get to Shogun Scepter, I feel kind of good. We've got merchants. It'll work. I've kind of lost count because we skipped a game. Like whether I'm at 5 or not. But it seems kind of 50-50. No suffocates, no suffocates. Snowball. Yeah, Stacks felt kind of 50-50 at this moment in time, so... I do also think it's a good space to be in, but I'm not sure whether I've been playing it very well. Or like choosing like correct things with mulligans. What can we grab in here? So I'm just going to grab Mirror Image. So we can just Warcry this up. I believe Mirror Image in this one's got Warcry. We get another copy with Warcry. Our opponent's probably playing some sort of Rost deck, so they've probably got like Hailstorm or something. So we don't have Ice Bolt, so I am just going to get rid of this here. Okay, so we get to torch this. Attack our opponent for 4. If I had Ice Bolt, I'd have kept the other Oni Ronin around. But we don't, so let's go do it like this. The torch is with this merchant in play, deal 4, so that sort of covers you in those sort of positions. I think it's probably just going to be the same play. Having to deal 8 points of damage to like our opponent's creatures instead of our opponent is kind of rough though. So I'm just going to Warcry, well, Mirror Image this. But then we can't actually play any of this. But Permafrost is going to help us. So just get Warcry? No. Okay, so the Warcry is on the weapon. Wasn't quite sure how that worked. I know that if you gain Aegis and you Mirror Image, you get to copy that. This instance, we've got Permafrost, so we're just going to keep both our things alive. If we draw a power, we get to just stun it for a turn. But the Fel deck is... it's got a lot more powerful because its influence is just better. Oh, so we've got an Ice Bolt as well. Huh. Well, let's just Permafrost this. Because this means that our opponent's... Champion of Cunning is going to be entering play without an Aegis, which means we're able to kill it with Ice Bolt. And if our opponent like plays the the big duderino. Yeah, that's Ice Bolt here. Do this before our opponent's trigger goes off, so there's no like extra power from Shadow. Yeah, opponent's had enough. So that was kind of it's quite the roller coaster of the deck. I think we're about the same point as where we started, but unrecorded went 3-3, I believe. But I'm going to double check. So I'm going to play another one just because I can't quite figure out whether the game's actually started. So no turn 1 play. So I'm just going to redraw this. Being on the play, I think you just want that turn 1. This is rough. So we do get the turn 1 play, but then we probably can't play our champions. Playing Impatient Pyromage is kind of awkward because we want to be playing this to try and hit a power. So I think this is redraw, got a 6. We're on the plague, we've got kind of a good hand here actually. Got like a bunch of Warcry units, and we've got the Snowcrust Yeti, so Fire Source, Oni Ronin, and then we do have the Ice Bolt if our opponent starts to stabilise. So of course if our opponent's like another Snowball deck, this could be kind of a problem for us. But there's our card that's going to be coming back to us. In these positions, you usually want to just like snap off the block. Every time I'm in that position, like the block is just so much more important. Sometimes I'll even attack with Initiator Sands just to try and bait it from the opponent. Of course, our opponent might just be going and playing like Taco or whatever it's called on turn 3. Oh, Target's Trading Post. Okay, our opponent's up to summit. So they put a bunch of Titans in the deck. Then end of turn to get to put a thing in the bin. So do you actually kill this? Nah, our opponent can trade what we want. I was going to 6 our opponent and try and hit like a 2-drop or less with Impatient Pyromage that has hopefully got some sort of war cries on it. So Char, it deals 2 damage from an enemy, so it can kill the site. But I think because how much our opponent's just like not attacking or blocking with the initiate that stands, I feel like that initiate is really important to their strategy. So I think that killing that is probably just better. Also, these card backs are really nice. These ones are the ones from the community card store. Oh, they do something when you click them. That's sweet. Nice. I might have to get them then. Yep, again, just sort of attacking our opponent. Like, equivocate can happen. If it does, it just gives us fuel for the Howling Smuggler. Our opponent's off it. Yeah, so unfortunately this probably wasn't much of a game either, but just because I'm not sure how many games I did, I'm just going to keep this in. Okay, so there we have it. Duretti breaks it again. A pretty sweet deck. Not the best showing. I think some amount of that was me just not being aggressive enough with redraws, because the redraw 6 is still pretty good. Like, often Skycrag doesn't need all the cards to kill you, you just need like a functional hand. So there was a lot less charge in this deck than there usually could be in a Skycrag deck, because you could play like Sansari Brigand, but sort of like the surprise damage from like Shogun Scepter, and then like a bunch of burn spells just alongside like Howling Smuggler was just really nice to be able to finish your opponent off. So the mark is interesting. Slag never really came up, but this could be nice to be able to kill like a Waystone Vanguard. Is it Waystone Vanguard? Moonstone Vanguard. Or being able to kill like a relic that is sort of causing a problem for you is kind of nice, to be honest. Just kills a weapon. Weapons give your opponent armor. Armor's equal to life for the most part, so you also get to like drain him on life with when you are killing like a weapon like that. But yeah, I think Slag's cool. Torrential Downpour is probably pretty great in the mirrors, to be honest. Yes, that's cool. If you're not quite sure what to craft, this is a pretty easy thing to craft, because I honestly think that Ice Bolt is going to be like an impactful removal spell, because it gives Primal like a way of killing like Sandstorm Titan, and also Moonstone Vanguard now. So that's something they've not really had before. So this could be good in like a big hero, little hero, anything like that. Maybe even Feln could be interested in this, just as like an unconditional fast like removal spell. I mean, it's not really unconditional because it needs them to like care about damage and also have like a toughness lower than 7, does kill Tavrod. But you know, it's better than like Annihilate. If your opponent just plays Tavrod and you've got Annihilate in your hand, you just feel like a muppet. So yeah, Ice Bolt's good. You should probably craft this. So in that case, this deck's probably kind of cheap to craft, because Vadius, if you're kind of not really sure about where to go with your collection, like Skycrag, it's not been the best recently, but Skycrag is probably something that is in your collection. well, Vadius is something that's in your collection. So you should probably just have that anyway. And the rest of it's just like uncommons and like rares. Like Championing Corrupt Fury, it's just a good card. You'll probably just open this by opening packs anyway. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm that resolves. I'll see you around.